It has finally happened. After so many years of drama, cheating scandals, and shocking allegations, Kirk Frost and Rasheeda are now finished with love and hip-hop. And the real reason will truly shock everyone. For more than 10 years, Kirk and Rasheeda have been one of the most talked about couples on reality television. There have been cheating scandals, outside babies, and so many betrayals. They have faced everything. But why are they leaving now? What happened that made them walk away after everything they have been through? And does this mean their marriage is also over? So stay tuned, because we are going to share everything about what led to their shocking exit, and you will not believe what we found. Get your popcorn ready because this is about to get very messy. For many years, Kirk Frost and Rasheeda have been an important part of love and hip-hop. Atlanta, always in the news because of their marriage full of betrayals, breakups, and makeups. There have been cheating scandals, big fights, and so much drama. Their relationship has been one of the most talked about in reality television, but after more than 10 years, something has finally happened that no one expected. After so many years in the spotlight, they have finally decided to leave the show. But the big question is, why now? What was the final moment that made them walk away after everything they have been through? Today, we are going to look deep into the real reasons behind their decision. Was it the reaction from fans? Was there a problem with the producers behind the scenes? Or is there a new scandal they are trying to stay away from? Stay with us because we are going to share every detail, and by the end, you will know exactly why Kirk and Rasheeda are now finished. Before we talk about why Kirk and Rasheeda are leaving love and hip-hop, let us first look at how they became one of the most talked about couples in the show's history. Their journey started as a love story, but over time, it turned into one of the most controversial relationships in reality television. Rasheeda, a rapper and businesswoman, and Kirk, her husband and manager, first came on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, when the show started in 2012. In the beginning, they were shown as a strong couple, but very soon things started to change. Rasheeda and Kirk were introduced as a power couple. Rasheeda was working hard to grow her music career, and Kirk was supposed to be the supportive husband who would help her find success in the industry. They had already been married for more than 10 years, and from the outside, it looked like they had a perfect relationship. But very soon, problems started to show in their marriage. Fans quickly noticed Kirk's controlling behavior. He wanted to manage Rasheeda's career in his own way. He often ignored her dreams, and he did not fully support her as an independent artist. Many viewers felt that Kirk was more of a problem than a real partner. Things became even worse in the later seasons when their relationship drama became the main focus of their story. What started as a love story slowly turned into a painful cycle of cheating, mistrust, and betrayal. The more the cameras followed them, the more secrets came out. A couple that was once focused on business and music turned into one of the most talked about pairs in reality television. But no matter how bad things became, they kept coming back season after season. After so many seasons, why are they now deciding to walk away, especially after facing so many problems in front of millions? The answer is in the scandals that followed them and the effects that may have finally been too much for them to handle. Kirk and Rasheeda were not just part of Love and Hip Hop, they became one of the most talked about couples in the whole franchise, mostly because of the non-stop drama in their marriage. And to be honest, their relationship became the perfect example of a toxic reality television couple. One of the biggest moments that changed everything was just about to happen. One of the biggest moments that changed everything happened in season 2 when Kirk's cheating was exposed in a way that left everyone shocked. Who could ever forget the famous hot tub scene? While Rasheeda was pregnant with their son Carter, Kirk was caught on camera partying with several women and even talking about having an open marriage. His open disrespect shocked fans everywhere. Watching a husband betray his wife so publicly, especially while she was carrying his child, was one of the most painful moments in the show's history. But that was only the beginning. But that was only the start. In season 6, the scandal became even bigger when it was revealed that Kirk had a child with another woman. Jasmine Washington, a former exotic dancer, claimed that Kirk was the father of her son, Cannon. For months, Kirk refused to face the truth and did not take a paternity test, while Rasheeda had to deal with the humiliation in front of millions. When the test finally proved that Kirk was the father, everything fell apart. Fans were angry, Rasheeda was devastated, and the betrayal hurt more than ever before. Despite everything, Rasheeda shocked everyone by choosing to stay. Instead of leaving Kirk, she decided to work through their problems. This choice created a huge divide among fans. Some people supported her, believing that every marriage goes through hard times and can be saved. Others strongly disagreed, saying she forgave too much and was setting a bad example for women in unhealthy relationships. The question of whether Rasheeda should leave Kirk became one of the biggest topics in love and hip-hop discussions. Their marriage was no longer just their story. It had become a debate for everyone watching. Their marriage was no longer just about love. It became about survival. Surviving public embarrassment, surviving endless rumors, and surviving the judgment of millions. What started as a relationship built on love and commitment turned into something much more complicated. Every season brought a new scandal, another betrayal, and another reason for people to question why Rasheeda chose to stay with Kirk. Fans had strong opinions, with many calling for her to leave him, while others admired her strength and loyalty. No matter how messy things got, they continued to show up, season after season, as if their relationship was built to withstand any storm. But behind the shocking headlines and emotional confrontations, there was much more happening that viewers did not always see. While Kirk's cheating and Rasheeda's ability to forgive were the main focus, other struggles made their time on love and hip-hop even harder. Running multiple businesses, raising their children, and dealing with the pressure of reality TV took a toll on them. Being in the public eye meant every mistake, every argument, and every private moment became entertainment for millions to watch and judge. The cameras only captured part of the story. What the audience saw were dramatic fights, tearful confessions, and Kirk's repeated apologies. But when the cameras turned off, they still had to face their problems like any other couple. The pressure to keep their brand strong, to stay relevant in the entertainment world, and to prove their love was real, became just as exhausting as dealing with Kirk's infidelity. For Rasheeda, it was never as simple as just walking away. She built a life with Kirk, not just as his wife, but as his business partner and the mother of his children. Leaving meant breaking apart everything they had built together. And for Kirk, despite his mistakes, he always found a way to convince her to stay. Whether it was love, history, or a shared vision for the future, something kept pulling them back together. Their relationship was far from perfect, but it was real. And through all the ups and downs, they became one of the most talked about couples in reality TV history. Whether people loved them or criticized them, one thing was certain: everyone was watching. There was more to their situation than most people knew. Was their relationship being used just to boost ratings? Did the non-stop pressure to keep the drama going finally become too much? And most importantly, did they even have control over how their story was shown? Their choice to leave the show is not just about their marriage, it is part of something much bigger. If you look closely, the signs that they were ready to walk away have been there for a long time. Now, let us break down the real reason why they are finally leaving. Kirk. And Rasheeda always seemed ready to face any storm, no matter how tough things got. Season after season, they came back, dealing with public embarrassment, cheating scandals, and constant criticism. So why now? What finally made them say, "Enough is enough"? The truth is, their decision to leave love and hip-hop is not as simple as it looks. Many important reasons led to this moment, and when you put everything together, it is clear that their exit was only a matter of time. One major reason was the never-ending backlash from fans. One big reason Rasheeda might be stepping away is the constant criticism they have faced for years. Ever since Kirk's cheating became public, their relationship turned into an example of toxic love. No matter what they did, fans never let Kirk move past his mistakes, and they never let Rasheeda forget that she chose to stay. Even when they tried to show a strong and united front, the backlash never stopped. In recent seasons, social media has been harsh. Every time Rasheeda posted a picture of them together, the comments were filled with people calling Kirk a cheater, a manipulator, and many other things. Some people called Kirk a narcissist, while others questioned Rasheeda's self-worth, asking why she continued to stay with him after everything he had done. After so many years, the negativity became too much to handle. Imagine living your marriage in front of millions of people, with every decision you make being judged and criticized. Even for people used to reality TV, that kind of pressure is not easy. Love and hip-hop gave them fame and opportunities, but it also made them one of the most criticized couples on reality television. It is not surprising that they might finally be ready to leave it all behind. Another big reason could be their brand. Over the years, Rasheeda has built a strong career outside of reality TV. She owns several businesses, including her fashion boutique, Pressed, and has made a name for herself as a businesswoman and influencer. While the drama on Love and Hip Hop kept them in the spotlight, it also made them controversial. Big brands and luxury business deals usually do not want to be connected to messy scandals. If Rasheeda and Kirk want to grow their empire and be taken seriously in the business world, stepping away from reality TV drama might be the smartest choice. Many Love and hip-hop stars have shared how producers twist stories to create more drama. It is possible that Kirk and Rasheeda grew tired of having their real lives turned into entertainment. If they felt like they had no control over how their story was told, stepping away might have been the only way to protect their truth. At the end of the day, their decision to leave is about more than just their marriage. It is about their future, their peace, and how they want to be seen moving forward. Some cast members have said that scenes were staged or edited to make them look worse. Could this be why Kirk and Rasheeda are leaving? It is clear that producers focus on the most dramatic stories, and for Kirk and Rasheeda, that always meant bringing up his past mistakes. Even when they were not having problems, the show still found ways to remind everyone about Kirk's cheating. No matter how much they tried to move forward, their past was always put back in the spotlight. Moving forward became almost impossible when their past kept coming back. If they felt like the show was controlling their story in a way that hurt their personal and professional lives, stepping away would be the best choice. But here is where things become even more interesting. Some believe Kirk and Rasheeda are not just leaving to protect their image. They might be stepping away to avoid a new scandal from coming out. Reality TV is built on revealing secrets, and Love and hip-hop is always searching for the next big drama. Could something be going on with Kirk and Rasheeda? Maybe they are stepping back because they do not want something to come out. There could be new cheating rumors, money problems, or other issues in their marriage that they do not want people to know about. This is not the first time a reality star has left the cameras right before a big scandal. If something bad is happening, they might be trying to stay ahead of it before the world finds out. Or maybe, after all these years, they just want to focus on their marriage and make it stronger. Kirk and Rasheeda have been through a lot, but one thing is clear, they have stayed together no matter what. Many people do not understand why Rasheeda stayed, but it is clear that she believes in fighting for her marriage. Maybe she has now realized that fighting for her relationship does not have to mean doing it in front of everyone. After years of showing their marriage on television, they may have decided it is time to heal in private. Reality TV loves drama, and as long as Kirk and Rasheeda were on the show, their relationship was always under a spotlight. As long as they were on the show, their marriage was always going to bring drama. By leaving, they might finally have a chance to rebuild without the pressure of cameras, producers, and millions of people watching and judging them. So what happens next for Kirk and Rasheeda? Leaving Love and hip-hop is the end of a chapter, but it does not mean they are going away. They still have their businesses, their brand, and their fans. The big question now is, can they stay important without the show, or will they start to fade from the spotlight? They might come back one day if they realize that Love and hip-hop was what kept them in the spotlight. But whether they stay away forever or make a surprise return, one thing is sure, Kirk and Rasheeda's time on the show will always be remembered. Their story was one of the most dramatic in the show's history, and their exit leaves many questions, with no answers. But is this really the end of their reality TV journey? Or is it just a quiet moment before something big happens again? Keep watching, because with Kirk and Rasheeda, anything can happen. With Kirk and Rasheeda, the drama never really ends. Now that they are leaving Love and hip-hop, the show is losing two of its most talked about stars. No matter how people felt about them, some wanted Rasheeda to leave Kirk, while others hoped he would change. One thing was clear: they always kept people watching and talking. Their exit brings big questions about what will happen to the show now. Will Love and Hip Hop struggle without their drama? To be honest, a big reason many people watched was to see what would happen next with them. A big reason people watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was to see the latest drama in Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage. Over the years, their relationship became a big part of the show, with fans always wondering if Rasheeda would finally leave. Their relationship had people divided, but that is what made it interesting to watch. Kirk's cheating, Rasheeda's emotional moments, and their struggles to fix things created the kind of drama that made the show so popular. Now that they are gone, who will take their place? That is the big question the producers will have to answer. The show will have to find a new couple or story that is just as exciting, but that will not be easy. Kirk and Rasheeda's story was different because it felt real. Unlike some new cast members who create drama just to get more camera time, their problems had real history and deep emotions. Now that they are gone, can Love and Hip Hop keep people just as interested? Or could this be the start of the show losing its excitement? Are producers trying to push out older stars? Kirk and Rasheeda are not the only ones. Kirk and Rasheeda are not the only longtime cast members leaving Love and Hip Hop. Over the years, many original stars have either left on their own or been slowly pushed out. This brings an important question. Is the show trying to go in a new direction? Some people think the franchise wants to bring in new faces to attract a younger audience. Reality TV is changing, and new cast members often bring more social media drama instead of real-life problems. While Kirk and Rasheeda's story was built, over many years, today's reality stars become popular for a short time and then disappear. Could the show be focusing more on quick, trending drama instead of deep, long-term stories? If that is true, longtime fans might start losing interest. But will Kirk and Rasheeda be gone forever? Maybe not. Reality TV stars often leave for a while and then make a big comeback. Many Love and Hip Hop stars have stepped away, only to return when the timing or the paycheck was right. If the show starts running out of good storylines, could producers bring them back? It would not be a surprise. If Kirk and Rasheeda start to feel less important without the cameras, would they change their minds about leaving? There is also a chance they could get their own spin-off show. With Rasheeda's brand growing, she could move toward a reality show focused on business. Imagine a show that follows her fashion empire while also showing parts of their family life, without all the cheating drama. This could help them stay in the public eye while allowing them to tell their own story. But the big question is, will Rasheeda finally get the respect she deserves without Kirk holding her back? One of the biggest things people criticized her for was always standing by Kirk, no matter what he did. Many believed she had the potential to be a strong, independent woman, but her husband's actions kept bringing her down. Now that they are leaving Love and Hip Hop, she has a chance to create a new image for herself. Will people finally see her as a successful boss on her own, instead of just the woman who stayed with a man who kept hurting her? If she makes the right choices, this exit might be the best thing for her brand. Without always being reminded of Kirk's betrayals, she can finally rebuild her image and earn back the respect she lost over the years. For reality TV, things may start to change. For a long time, Love and Hip Hop has used the same formula. It always shows a messy relationship, full of deep problems. A woman struggling to decide if she should stay or leave. A man saying sorry again and again, but never really changing. This has kept people watching, but maybe it is time for something different. Betrayal, forgiveness, and big arguments. Kirk and Rasheeda made this their story. But now that they are gone, is reality TV moving in a new direction? Are fans finally tired of watching women go through pain for love? Social media now gives celebrities more power to control their own stories. Because of this, reality TV has to change. Will Love and Hip Hop find a new way to keep people watching? Or does Kirk and Rasheeda leaving mean the end of this kind of show? And is this really the last time we will see them? Right now, Kirk and Rasheeda leaving feels like a big moment for Love and Hip Hop. She and Kirk have been on the show for so many years that it is hard to imagine it without them. But to be honest, reality TV always finds a way to bring people back. If they ever have trouble with their business, need help with their career, or just miss being on camera, it would not be a surprise to see them return. For now, they seem ready to walk away and start something new. Whether that means working on their marriage, building their brand, or something else, only time will tell. Whether they focus on their business or finally enjoy a life without drama for the first time in years. One thing is clear, this is a big change for love and hip-hop. But is this really goodbye forever, or just a short break before they come back with an even bigger scandal? Only time will tell. But if there is one thing we know for sure, it is that Kirk and Rasheeda's story is never truly over.